I don't think you should go to Queens at all right now. I think Queens is a bad place to go.
Yeah.
Because I found this news story, and it should scare you.
Some people living in a Queens neighborhood are afraid to leave their homes. Get this, there have been several aggressive squirrel attacks over the last few weeks. CBS 2's Hazel Sanchez spoke with some of the victims.
Micheline Frederick is still bruised, her bite wounds healing after she was attacked by an aggressive squirrel 1 week ago.
You hear
She's a victim
bitten by a squirrel, you're like, okay, you got a little nip. What's the big deal? But
right.
This was an MMA cage match.
Frederick says the squirrel, totally unprovoked, went after her as she stood on the front stoop of her Rego Park, Queens home on 65th Drive. She shared graphic photos of the aftermath.
We're wrestling in the snow, and there's blood everywhere, and my finger's getting chewed, and it won't let go.
There's blood all over the snow. It looks like people got killed.
What did she say to the squirrel to piss him off?
I don't know.
Actually, it just stopped, and there I was, a big bloody mess.
This security camera image shows the squirrel latched on to her left hand.
It looks like something out of a movie.
And at least 6 of Frederick's neighbors have also been terrorized by a raging rodent, including Venati Singh's family. They were recording a squirrel on their mailbox when it pounced.
These squirrels are aggressively going after people.
Going after Singh's husband twice.
Tried to climb up my leg. I was able to shoo him off. The second time was right here when I was trying to get in.
He attacked his leg and jumped on him.
Oh my God! You know, that's that. I'm not that surprised because I know that there've been like a lot of people used to feed squirrels, but now no one's out, so the squirrels are probably really hungry and they're like, "Give me peanuts."
Oh, that's the reason. And they're not feeding them, so they're pissed.
Another squirrel jumped on neighbor Leisha Wang's back and bit her arm.
Oh my God! It jumped on her back
and bit her arm.
It was screaming crazy.
The victims say they've called the city for help. The New York City Department of Health says it's advised them to hire a state-licensed trapper.
Don't call 911 because of a squirrel. Don't. Call an exterminator. Don't call the city.
Which they have, but so far the traps remain empty. The Centers for Disease Control says small rodents like squirrels are almost never found to have rabies. So
thank God. That's what I was going to ask next.
Causing the squirrels' aggressive behavior is what's concerning to many people who live here.
They're pissed.
I'm a little surprised that the city is not taking it a little more seriously.
Because it's a squirrel.
It's just too cute. It's too funny. It's a squirrel.
There's a pandemic going on right now, lady. They're not going to
They don't care about your cute little squirrel bites.
Arrest the squirrel.
Considering how many people have been attacked.
Frederick is getting treated for rabies as a precaution. She says it's a reminder that although squirrels are cute, they're still wild animals.
Okay, like... damn! Like, of all the things going on in New York right now, they let all the mentally ill people out of Bellevue because two reasons. One, because they can't keep them in there because of COVID, and they need the beds in Bellevue for COVID patients. So there's all these people wandering on the streets that are just bananas. So that's one problem.
Oh, no.
Crime is back in New York. Remember, like, the beginning of COVID, we had no crime. Now it is back in spades. People are getting, like, mugged left and right. We have COVID, and now I have to worry about freaking squirrels?
Yeah. So the whole squirrel thing makes me think of Rick and Morty.
Morty, what did you do? All right, Morty, pack your shit. That's only going to keep him down for a little bit, Morty. You with squirrels, Morty. We got a good 5 minutes before they're backing up on our ass, Morty. We have to pack up and move to a new reality, Morty. You know, I said we can only do that a couple of times. We're over here because of these damn squirrels.
Yeah, New York City squirrels are tough, and they're aggressive. I was once sitting in Union Square Park, and I was eating a sandwich, and I was holding the sandwich and talking to my friend. And you know me, like when I'm on a story, I'm in the middle of talking, and I wasn't paying attention to my food at all. I was just literally holding it next to my knee, and suddenly I felt like a tug, and I looked down, and a squirrel had its little hands on my sandwich and was eating it.
No.
I was like, okay, I guess it's the squirrel sandwich now. I was like, there you go, little fella.